Bantu family all over the world, to the dispersed and outcast of Isolele in the eastern and western hemisphere. I pray that the spirit of Tatanzambi Yaman Zulu is with all of you wherever you are in this world. I am Nabi Kefas, and in this video we're gonna look into the true Bantu names of the 12 tribes of Isolele, Israel. And we are discussing today the name Simeon. Our goal is to retrace the true Bantu names in the Kikongo language. Our opinion is that the Kikongo language is the true Paleo-Hebrew, as pointed by Abe Proyat, who wrote in his book called The Kingdom of Loango, that the Kikongo language, the language of the Negroes, as he stated, the Congo, the Mani Congo, the Negroes, is similar or equal to Hebrew. That's what he wrote. And so linguistic, there is a lot of proof that the Bantu people and the Congo people are the original Israelites of the Bible. So let's go into it. Salama Bena Zulu Bena Congo. Genesis 29 verse 33 reads as following. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, because the Lord Yakongo had heard my case, that I was hated, he had therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. Leah had 6 children, and Simeon is one of them. So she plead her case before the Most High, right? She plead her case before the Lord Yahweh or Yakongo, because she felt that she was hated or not loved. And she was heard. In her proclamation, she said, I was heard, and therefore she received another son. And she named him Simeon. Now, when we look into the name of Simeon, we see that it is compounded of 2 words, Sim and One. And Simeone means heard, coming from the root word Sama or Shama, to listen, obey or publish, report, declare, to hear of judicial cases. Also alludes to speech. So Simeon is rooted in the word Shama. Now Shama comes from the Kikongo Nsamu, which has the same definition as the biblical Hebrew Sama, proclaim, publish, news or oracle. To hear, amongst the Bantu tradition, implies also to see with the mind, to understand with the heart, ntima, which is the heart. Kiswahili sema means to speak or to create, therefore create through speech, as we've seen, which is also of course evident in the Bible. Nzamba Pungutulendo, the creator, also used speech in the creation process. Now, when we look into the consonantal root, we have the S and the M. And this consonantal root gives us Sama, what we have seen, which is the root for Simeon. Listen to or to hear, also to understand with the mind or with the heart. And Nsamu, which is proclamation. Yes, it also gives us the word Sema, speech or word. And Semi, which is the creator or seed. Semi can also allude to the Logos, which is the seed, the word. Yeah, so the Creator speaks, and as he speaks, that word is released as a divine seed, the Logos, which creates. Semes in Hebrew, also of the consonant SM, gives us the word for sun. Yes, also identified or defined as sunrise or to be brilliant. Now, the metathesis of the consonantal root SM, which becomes MS, gives us in the Kikongo Mosi, which means one. So we see that the Mosi reversed is Semi, which alludes to the Creator, and the Creator is one. Yes, he is complete in himself or in herself. MS also gives us the Egyptian word mos, which means a rightful person. And this Egyptian word is also the root word for the Hebrew Moshe, for Moses. Now, in Bantu Kikongo, Nsimona, which is also used for Simeon, Nsimona means God has seen or heard. The earth has seen. Remember, Leah pleaded her case before Yakongo, and she was heard. Yes. Now, in Kikongo, Nsemi is used for the Creator, and Mona or Ona means to see with the eyes, to observe. So, by naming her son Simona, she proclaimed, Yakongo has seen me, that I was hated. He has heard my affliction. Yes. Therefore, she named her son Simona, Simeon. The Most High had seen Semi, which also means creator or seed, so she received another seed, because the Lord Yakongo had seen her or observed her affliction. Now, in a prophetic language, to see corresponds with the discernment of a seer in receiving an answer. As in Habakkuk 2, verse 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me. Now, the second part of the name Simeon is On. Yes. On corresponds with light, with sun, strength, or figure. Now, the Hebrew letter Aleph and Ayin can be pronounced as an O or a A. So On can be An. On is of Egyptian derivation of the city called Onu, or in the Greek Heliopolis. This was also known as the Holy City, or the City of the Sun. And Semes, sun, sunrise, to be brilliant, is also used for Yahweh or Yakongo, or as many pronounce, Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah is called Semes, that is to say, a sun and a shield, which is the defense, in Psalm 48 verse 11. So Yahweh, Yakongo, is called a sun and a shield. So in this we can actually see the sun shield of Akhenaten. In the Zulu language, Simeon can be identified with the Zulu name Nsomene, which means to gift, a gift offered to one who has been despised or put aside. In Kikongo, it's the name Simayone, having the same meaning as in Zulu. Simayone is compounded in two words. It's a compound of two words. Sima, to be behind or to put aside, and Yone, glory or gift. So Simayon means a gift of one who was put aside or neglected, as Leah felt neglected. Shama, Nabit Siba Malonga identifies Simeon with the Kikongo Shama, which means to hear or to be heard. Now in Cameroon we have Simiyong on Simiyong. We also have Simane in Gabon. In Zambia we have Simeon or Simengo. In the Bible, we have Simon or Simon of Cyrene. Cyrene is nowadays Libya. Many scholars argue that he is the same person who is named Simeon, that was called Niger, or Niger, which means in Latin black. This Latin word Niger is the Greek equivalent of Ethiop and the Hebrew Cush, all three meaning black. Yeah, so the Latin Niger and the Greek Ethiop and the Hebrew Cush, all three have the same definition, meaning black. So this alludes to his Bantu African complexion. Of who? Simon of Cyrene was a Bantu African, a Hebrew Israelite, ancient Israelite the Bible speaks of. Now, among the Congo prophets, we have, among others, also Simon Kimbangu and Simon Toko. Now remember that in the name or in the consonant SM, we also have Semi. Semi can also have the definition, the meaning of the divine seed. Yes, and it's interesting to know that when Jesus was born, there was a prophet in the temple who also was named Simeon. Yes, and he gave a prophecy to the mother of the child, Maria, that a sword will go through her heart, right? And he glorified the Most High because he had seen the child Savior. So the name Simeon can also mean a divine seed. Yes, an answer of prayer and a divine seed that was birthed from that answered prayer. Simeon, Simon. The slave voyage, we see the name Simeon appear, as you can see on the red stripe, red marking. Simeon, Simeon, from Mozambique. Yes, from Mozambique. We see here Mozambique, embarkation port. The name Simeon, which is of course a variation of the name Simeon. Simeon of the Bible, Simon. And we also see here Somei. Somei, I believe to be a shorted version of Simeon. Somei from Wida, Wida or Uwida. That's the area of Ghana. Now, conclusion, Leah named her second son out of the circumstance of her desire to be seen, to be heard by her husband. She pleaded her case before Yakongo and she was heard. Now, Simeon, in a prophetic sense, is the son for whom a plea had been made in a legal case. Simeon, as we have come to understand from the Bantu Kikongo Zulu, is Simona, Simayone, Somene, and Shama. I'm Nabi Kefas. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification, and make sure also to check out my Patreon page and support me also on that platform. Matondo for watching. Beluka to all the Bananzambi, Bana Congo, Ingeta.